Larry Stewart.
I'm Eve Stewart.
And this is our story.
In August of 2013, we had a barbecue here at the house to celebrate my birthday. We had a bunch of family and friends, a bunch of kids just enjoying a great Sunday afternoon. On that day, it was a typical day where we were out eating, jumping in the pool, having a great time. At that time, our youngest son, he had his floaties on and he was seeing all his friends jumping and having swimming and whatever they could think of in the pool. And he decided that he wanted to be a big boy and he took the floaties off. The scary thing about it is, at that time, I was in the kitchen getting some food for individuals, but I felt safe because we had several friends who knew how to swim, had CPR lessons, and a matter of fact, one of them was actually a lifeguard. So I stepped away to go get a plate, and next thing I know, everyone was coming in and they started screaming. I look out the window and I see my baby being pulled out of the pool by his big brother. What we didn't know was that Cameron jumped back in the pool when no one was looking without his floaties, and he was found at the bottom. And when they turned around, his brother was the one to go find him and bring him out. At this point, as a parent, I was frantic to run out to see what was happening to my baby, how a good event can just turn terrible so quickly. Those who knew CPR froze. Those who knew how to swim froze. Luckily, one of our good friends, who happens to be a nurse and has worked in countless situations, went in and performed CPR. At this point, my baby was blue. The life was leaving him, but she kept on going and she was persistent, and he was able to come through. But at that moment, it really tore me up to know that although we talked about giving him lessons and trying to give him lessons, it was kind of something on the back burner, that in the glimpse of an eye, that even though I felt that he was safe, he wasn't safe.
And I received a text from Eve, and she just tried to call me and I didn't hear it, and I was at the store, and it said, Cameron just drowned. And I said, he drowned? So I'm rushing back here and calling my mom on the phone, and my mom, she said, Larry, they're working on him now. And not even 5-10 minutes later, she said, okay, Larry, the paramedics are here. He walked to the ambulance, he's gonna be okay. So I said, well, what hospital are they gonna take him to? So she told me what hospital, and I went to the hospital, and he was up, and he really was ready to go home, but they kept him in the hospital overnight. And it really taught me a valuable lesson about swimming. And maybe 5 months later, we took him to another swim school, and it didn't work out right because I told them that he had just had a near drowning experience, and they were pushing him so fast that he was screaming and crying, and he just didn't want to go back. And one of my friends told us about Texas Swim Academy. So I took him there and I met Kathleen, and he was very hesitant that first week. And the second week, I really noticed how patient they were with him, and he just got excited about going swimming again. And the things that I see him do now, after only being there 4 or 5 months, I just never thought that I would see him do things like jump in the water and picking up dive rings from the bottom of the pool and just having fun in the pool, because that's why we built the pool, because we wanted our kids to have fun in the water.
The great thing about this program is that I just see just the happiness in Cameron. To see him go from someone who loved water before to then become scared, and he was always quick to remind people of his story and his fear of getting in the water, to now just, mommy, look at me, look at what I can do. And to me, that's just awesome. It says a lot about the program, it says a lot about the people, and it just says a lot about, the growth, to be able to go through a traumatic experience but come out on the other side and being able to share that story with others. What I would like to tell every parent is, whether you're here in Texas or any other state, anywhere there's a pool, you know that your child may want to get in it. So the best thing to do is give your child those lessons so that way they're in a better position. Instead of depending on others, they can depend on themselves as their own safe rescue.